Greetings, blender enthusiasts. Head blend master Scott Black. How's everybody doing today? In today's topic, we're going to be discussing a little bit about post or after workout meal planning. Now, it's pretty important. In fact, if you research just a little bit on what should I drink after a workout, there's a lot of reference material, and that's because it's an important topic. For instance, Colgan Institute, Twin Lab, and a host of other universities have put together numbers. To those numbers, they believe that you could deplete as much as and need to replenish as much as 120 grams of carbohydrates after a strenuous workout. So, how do we get those? What are good? What's bad? That's what I'll be discussing today. First, it would be simple after your workout simply just to eat a banana or two, because you actually need to replenish quite a bit depending on what type of body you have and what your workout may have been. The more strenuous the workout, the more carbohydrates you're probably going to need. And the reason for this is because as you work out, you deplete muscle glycogen. Blood glucose is lost, and so you have to replenish this. If you do not, what you may find that you go into carb depletion, and your next workout will not be as strong. Or if you're going to a soccer tournament or you're going to be doing a run, you may not be able to run as far or as fast, jump as high, and perform as better. Loss of carbohydrates is an important factor to keep in mind as you're actually going through your daily life cycle. And the more athletic you are, the more important this becomes. So today I've created a simple version of what an after workout drink could be. So what we have here are a few different fruits and a recovery or a post-workout supplement. And I'll talk about a few as we do this. So just a whole orange and a banana. I've got about 2 cups of pineapple, maybe 2.5 cups, but about 2 cups will do in this particular recipe. Now additionally, I like to put in what's called a post or after workout recovery formula. In this case, I'm using Beachbody's P90X Results in Recovery formula. It's nice tasting, I like it, it's nice and healthy. They've done a good job of keeping it chemical free. And there are a few other companies out there that do the same thing. For instance, Twin Lab has something called the Clean Series, and they have a post-workout formula that's just to die for. It's really, really good. So again, I'm using the P90X Results in Recovery drink. It's got an orange flavor to it. The Twin Lab version that I just talked about actually has several different flavors. In this case, I put in 3 scoops or 90 grams because I'm going to be serving this for 2 people today. Also, I've got a little bit of chia seed here. I put the chia seed in just because chia is a superfood. So I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons. Adds a little bit of extra protein. In fact, about 9 grams of protein with 3 tablespoons of chia seed. Now, this particular recipe that I've just created actually has about 150 grams of carbohydrates to it and about 25 grams of protein. If you wanted to add a little bit more protein, you can add about 1 scoop of a whey protein or a plant-based protein. I will say that whey protein actually absorbs faster, quicker, and easier into the body. So if you're not a strict vegan or raw food enthusiast, then whey protein is the better option to go. Albeit the plant protein actually does a pretty good job as well. Now, if you like this cool, you're going to add a little bit of ice and maybe a little bit of liquid, depending on how much material you've actually put in here. And so I will put a little bit of liquid in. I'll put it in about 1/2 cup, just to help the blades a little bit. And I'm going to put in 2 cups of ice to chill. Now remember, you can use that ice to totally use your liquid base. Also, your liquid base, you could put in a coconut water or an almond, soy milk, rice milk, or something like that. Alright, Total blend time on something like this should only be about 60 seconds, depending on which blender you have. Could be up to 90, maybe even up to 2 minutes, depending on how much ice you also put in here. So once again, I will not have you listen to the sound of the blender during the presentation, but we'll see what it comes out like after the blend. Okay, so as promised, this took about 2 minutes because of the ice that I actually put in there. Depending on what blender you may be using, could take a little less or a little longer, and depending on how much ice you may have. I've created a after workout drink, and it's high in carbohydrates, but good fructose. That's really the baseline for a good after workout drink, is fructose and not glucose. The real question is does it taste good? And as always, it does. This is Head Blend Master Scott Black wishing you well. My wish for you is that you become a blend master. Blend smoother, blend with greater diversity, blend faster, become a blend master, and above all, friends, keep on blending. One additional item I'd like to tell you about the glucose and fructose subject that I was discussing earlier is that while fructose is actually a longer chain carbohydrate than glucose is, there's something called a glucose polymer. And those glucose polymers Twin Lab has perfected. They're not the only ones, but Twin Lab in their Ultra Fuel, Hydro Fuel, Clean Lab series, they've done a great job of creating what's called a glucose polymer. They're long chain carbohydrates that are both simple and complex at the same time. So they release early and take a little bit longer. So they're really healthy for after workout drinks. So check them out, Twin Lab. They have the best on the market concerning what I'm talking about right now. And again, Ultra Fuel, Hydro Fuel, or the new Clean Lab, Clean series from Twin Lab. Thank you. Have a great day.